oftentimes we hit what we think is our limit, when in all reality, it's not at all our limit. I was in Los Angeles. I took a little trip a while back. If you look in my channel, you'll see some videos. But I was staying on a farm, and one of my tasks was to carry buckets of clay up a hill because the dude was going to make like a certain structure out of it. And I was like, okay, well, it's just one thing I did in the day. And I carried 3 buckets up, and these were like, I don't even know how much they weighed, like 80 to 100 pounds. They were like extremely full 5-gallon buckets of clay. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is crazy. So I was like hauling them like one at a time. I tried 2 at a time. I could get like so far with 2, and then I had to like set them down, and then I was just gasping for air, and like it was a very, very hard task, right? Which is cool. I asked him for like hard labor tasks. I'm not complaining at all. But I got to about 3, and I was like, yeah, that's probably about all I can do. And then I was like, maybe I'll just do one more. Like, what'll it hurt if I just do one more? That way I don't have to do another one tomorrow or later or whatever. And so I went and I did one more, and I was like, you know what? What's like one more? And I just kept doing that until eventually I had all 12 buckets done. And I realized at the beginning there was no way I thought I would get all 12 buckets. I was like, that is like impossible. There's a 0% chance that I'd be able to do that. But just by continuing, just by doing more, I was able to do it one at a time. And so I had a predefined notion of what I thought was possible. And then I went out to do it, and I realized that I could go a lot farther than I thought. A lot of people that run have what's called like a runner's slump, where they will run so far, like they'll start doing 2 miles finally, and then they'll just be like stuck at 2 miles, and they like always feel like they hit their limit at the end of the 2 miles, and they never progress. And it's kind of a similar thing in that regard. You can always find your limit and go a little bit further. I had a goal to write and finish my first lead magnet, which is just going to be like an awesome email sequence that I'm going to give you guys, and it's going to help like motivate the people that want to make money online. And so I've been trying to cook up a bunch of emails. It's a 30-day sequence, so I needed to do 30 emails, and I had like, I don't even know how many left from the week. I think I was going to do 17 in the week or like 15 or something. And essentially I didn't like write more than one for like 5 days in a row. So I only did 1 email a day. And then it finally got to the final day, which was yesterday, and I had 13 emails left. And I was like, well, I said I was going to do it by today. So I literally like, I cut out all the crap from my schedule, like anything that was just like loose time, which wasn't much. I gave myself like an extra hour, and I sat down and I cooked out 13 emails. It took me like 4 hours, 5 hours just to do that because I pour a lot into my emails. I care a lot about them. It was probably about 4 hours, but yeah, for so long I thought maybe 3 a day was my max, my creative max. Like you put restrictions on yourself, no matter what you're thinking about, no matter what tasks you want to do more of or you need to accomplish more of, or if you want to do more volume. We always put too many restrictions on ourselves, where it's like we think we can only do so much, but in all reality we can do so much more. Like yeah, maybe like if you're in the weight room and you're not moving up your weights, you're not progressive overloading, you could probably do more. I was lifting today, and I put, oh boy, I was benching, and I put a plate and 35s on in 5s. So I was 10 pounds less than 225, 215. And I did it for 7, and I was like, well, that's probably about it. And then I racked it, and then I loaded up 225 because I was like, you know what? I want to do 225, right? And I don't know, I just got like, I don't know, stupid about it, right? But I went up to 225, and I ended up doing 6 or 7 reps of that. And I was like, oh, I was like shocked. I thought it was going to be 4 or 5 reps. I thought it was going to go down, but really I had a lot more gas in the tank that I just wasn't using. And there's so many areas in our life where we're probably just like not putting in enough effort to actually like achieve any progress. We're just kind of like doing the bare minimum every day. It's kind of natural to do things the easy way, to just put in the bare minimum effort every day. But if you can really isolate a task and focus on it and like pour real energy into it, you'll be surprised how far you can go. You can make whatever your normal limit is completely different if you just really, really try. You focus harder, you give it more time, give it more energy. So, if you have something to do that you always limit yourself, try to push yourself a little harder next time. I appreciate you watching this video. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.